Welcome back everyone to viralstocks.io. Guys, our mullen gains are piling higher and higher and higher. We are making an absolutely killing on mullen lately, as today it shot up over $4 per share, and as we can see, hit a high of $4.18. Guys, in today's video, we're going to be going over mullen stock and answering the question if it still has more room to run and where are some very important technical levels. I also have one other stock that is about to short squeeze, or at least is presenting a great short squeeze opportunity that we talked about in yesterday's video, and once again are already up about 20% on this play. Our plays have been doing absolutely amazing lately, guys. You know what we do here at viralstocks.io. Our whole entire goal is to provide you guys with short-term, high probability trading opportunities. We're not here to find the next dividend play for you guys. We're not here to find the next long-term hold. That is not our forte. We want you guys to be able to get in stocks, make a ton of money, and get out. And that's exactly what we have been doing lately. Now, if you guys want to sign up to get our completely free alerts, I highly suggest you do this. Every time we see a stock that hits our radar with big catalyst, with good price action, and ultimately hits our screener, we send out a completely free alert to you guys as an opportunity. Of course, none of us are financial advisors whatsoever, and it is not financial advice. These are just, once again, trading opportunities that you guys can get out of, and we do our very best to find those short-term, high-probability opportunities. And to give you guys an idea of our track record, the last two that we have sent out as alerts have been absolute runners. We had a 140% runner just last week, and another stock that ran about 30 to 40%. This was all in about 15 minutes off of market open, so you guys were able to get in and get out extremely quickly and make a ton of money. Now, we do not talk about those stocks on this channel because we reserve those rights to our subscribers only, and by subscribers I mean those that sign up for our penny stock alerts. So if you guys want to be part of the team, join over 500 people getting completely free stock alerts right now. I highly suggest you enter in your email address right here, and then ultimately enter in your phone number. So you guys can find these links in the description, pinned in the first comment, or just head to viralstocks.io. Now, make sure and enter in your phone number because this is a much faster way to get our alerts, and sometimes the emails go into spam and whatnot. So the phone number is pretty secure and it will get you these alerts as fast as possible straight to your mobile number. So make sure and submit that. And of course, once you enter in your email, you'll be able to download our completely free penny stock book so you guys can see exactly what we look for to find these trading opportunities. Now, we will not be blowing up your email or anything like that. The max we will do is probably send out 1 to 2 alerts a week, only if we see good opportunities. If we do not see good opportunities in the market, we are not going to be sending out any alerts, right? And we're going to be talking about 2 stocks in today's video. One, of course, is mullen, that are possible to be sent out as an alert very, very soon here. So make sure and take advantage of this completely free opportunity, guys. I'll leave that in the description below. And hey, maybe our next alert will be a 140% gainer. I'll give you guys a hint. As long as price action meets and as long as it actually hits our scanner, we have an alert to send you guys out tomorrow morning. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure and enter in your email and make sure and enter in your phone number. But let's get down to mullen stock, guys, because this stock ran to over $4 per share today, and we've been talking about this on the channel since about $1, so that's about a 4x play. Now, the first thing I want to do here is take a look at the technical level. So as we can see, we had a very strong resistance line around $3.60 or so. This is when we were looking at it just last week. We bounced off of this resistance point multiple times here in the pre-market and also as soon as the market opened, but ultimately once we had a clean break over this line, we were able to shoot up to $4.18. Now, stocks flow, guys. That is just how the stock market works. This stock was getting very overbought on lower time frames, so it definitely had to have a pullback. But now it's getting to those oversold levels on lower time frames. So could we possibly see a pop tomorrow morning? That is highly likely. Now, this is on the 15-minute chart, but we can see some of this same stuff when we head to the daily, and we actually pointed this out on the daily in the last video, and that is the really only resistance line up until way up here in these previous levels was that $3.60 range. So we knew when we broke that, we could get a nice pop to over $4, and that is exactly what happened. Now, the RSI also still has room to run here on the daily. So although we're pulling back on lower time frames, higher time frames like the daily still have room to run before we start to get to these overbought levels. So we'll keep an eye on that, and of course update you guys. And if the MULN starts to hit our screener, we will be sending out an alert to you guys about MULN as a possible opportunity to get in. But let's talk some more about MULN stock. This is a big piece of news here because you're going to start to see a ton of negative news come out about MULN stock. That is because it is rallying so high. We know what goes on in the market. We know a lot of people are shorting this stock, very high short interest, and they do not want to lose. So there's going to be many articles that you see, possibly sponsored, who knows, come out about MULN stock to try and push that share price down. And I'll say I thought this was one of them at first, but ultimately it is not. So as you can see here, it says CEO David just sold MULN stock. Now obviously this is a huge piece of news. Insider selling is a big deal, but let me break this down for you and show you guys why it's not a big deal. So as we can see, MULN stock has been the absolute talk of the town, of course, on this channel too, as we've been making a ton of money, up more than 40% today and over 500% for the last 1 month. That is insane. We were able to capture about 300% of that 500% run, which is great for our community. But this stock is trending all over StockTwits, all over Reddit. I mean, it is everywhere. So as long as we keep that and we keep the volume, MULN could keep rallying. But let's take a look here. It says CEO David is taking advantage of the price gain and selling some shares. Here's what investors should know. So he sold about 200 shares of MULN stock on March 16th when it was about $1.65, $1.66. By the way, CEO, come on, you missed out on the giant rally over $4 per share. But of course, no one can time the market. Now, what's really important, and I'm super glad they pointed this out, this is only 2.3% of the CEO's entire stake. So pretty much means nothing, right? After this sale, the CEO still owns nearly 8.2 million shares. So the argument of him not believing in the company anymore or think it's overvalued is really not the case, or he would have sold a much larger portion. Now, when we take a look at the true reality of the situation, that's going to be hard to determine because scrolling down, we can see insiders sell shares for a variety of reasons. Most of the time, it's for tax purposes, whether they have to pay options, tax loss harvesting, whatever it may be. It's usually for taxes, but also personal expenses. Who knows what it may have been, and we haven't heard anything officially. But the important part is what are other insiders doing? So as we can see, over the past 12 months, insiders have purchased 1.7 million shares and sold about 800,000 shares of MULN stock. That adds up to a net activity of about 924,000, almost 1 million shares purchased. That's purchased. So they are buying into the stock. And based off of this, it can be implied that insiders are bullish on MULN stock. Overall, 1 million shares about were purchased by insiders. That is very bullish. So I'm glad they pointed this out. It shows that they're not just trying to create a bear article and push the stock down. That is great stuff there. And you can see some of the biggest companies or biggest institutional shareholders, I should say, buying into MULN as of Q4. Some big names here like BlackRock and Vanguard. So let's move on here. 8 reasons why MULN is a great stock to be looking out for here. 1, strong demand. They already had to increase their amount of reservations from 5,000 to 25,000. Obviously a great product, a great looking SUV, very impressive specs. They're improving finances. Obviously their finances don't look great. Great partnerships, a great technology, endorsement from experts and investors, like $15 and $23 price targets, which are crazy. Also a very ambitious future with their battery technology, their EV cargo vans, and ultimately their vehicle. And they're in a fast growing market. So guys, I'm sensing here that MULN is going to pop up on our radar soon here and may have a slight pullback on lower time frames, but possibly that could even be the stock on the radar for tomorrow. So if you guys want to get that stock alert, as long as it makes sense in the morning, we will be sending that out pre-market tomorrow. So I highly suggest you get on the email list and get on the text list so you can see the opportunity that we're probably going to be bringing you guys tomorrow morning. So make sure you do that. Enter in your email and phone number. That link will be in the description below, as well as pinned in the first comment, as well as you can just head to viralstocks.io. Don't miss out on our free alerts. Now, I agree with this tweet 100%. Mullen and ticker symbol CENN are done messing around. It's time to move up. And CENN is kind of a bonus stock in today's video. We're not going to talk about it, but it's moving very closely with the MULN Stock. It's been heavily beaten down. They're another EV company. They already have sales, they already have revenue, and they're expecting about $2 billion in revenue next year, I believe. So big things are coming for CENN, and it seems to be following the trajectory of MULN. So this is another stock that is highly on our watch list. But ultimately, as we end up mulling here, there's two major catalysts. One, EV cargo van deliveries. We need to see that happen, and that will be a massive catalyst for MULN stock. Pair that with some good TA and some investor sentiment and retail investors getting behind this stock, and we could see another good move for MULN here if we get some of that good news. And then ultimately, the biggest thing will be the $450 million loan. We need to see that happen. I will say, though, if they do not get this loan, MULN could definitely pull back. So make sure along the way you are taking profit on MULN stock. Some of you up 100, 200, and 300% gains on MULN stock. In my opinion, not financial advice, you should definitely be taking profit at least out your initial investment and let those winners ride. That is just my opinion, though. Now, the second stock I want to talk here to end today's video is Vinco Ventures, or a BBIG. We talked about this stock in yesterday's video, and it is already up 23% today. So shout out to everyone who's able to capitalize on this opportunity. This is another stock that is on our watch list immediately right now, and we are looking for a possible alert on BBIG if it presents itself. That is because this has massive short squeeze potential, and once again is trending all over Reddit and StockTwits. And if you haven't found out yet, retail investors have a big influence on this current market. So we will be looking at BBIG, but let's talk about it here. So pretty much as far as news goes, as far as really anything special going on with BBIG, besides some of this about crypto and NFTs, the main thing about BBIG, it's just social media. It is going crazy on social media, and we saw this yesterday, which is why we talked about it in yesterday's video, and obviously presented a great opportunity today. And it is still going crazy on social media, along with NNDM, another bonus stock for you guys. But so that's why this stock is highly on our watch list. We also saw a ton of options pour into this stock. I mean, this is a relatively small stock here, and you can see the open interest and the volume was insane today, just piling in, and the day before, which is why this stock got so much potential. So I'll end it here, guys. Some of the biggest movers of the day here is also stocks you should be looking out for in the near future. We're talking about ticker symbol NILE, CEI, CENN, UTME, HUSN, and BBIG. And of course, MULN, they forgot it. What are they doing? But anyways, BitNile is a cool company here. You should keep an eye on it. It seems to be moving with MULN. Camber Energy, you know we've made money on this stock multiple times, and we'll be looking for more plays. Central Electric, that's CNN, which we talked about. U-Time, we haven't covered this one, but still a nice jump today. HUSN, we covered this one in yesterday's video. 24% as of writing here, so another amazing play there. And BBIG, which went up 20% today, and of course MULN up 40%. So if you guys caught yesterday's video, you made 40% on MULN, 20% on BBIG, 20%, 24%, almost 25% on HUSN, and there were some other plays in that video as well. So hopefully we're bringing you guys the absolute best content onto this channel, and if you want more, make sure you sign up with our completely free stock alerts, guys. Enter in your email and enter in your phone number. Like I mentioned, we have a play coming up tomorrow. As long as it hits our screener, we will be sending that out to you guys, so make sure and capitalize on this opportunity. Can't stress that enough. And hey, it's free. If you don't like it, all you have to do is unsubscribe. But anyways though, guys, that is all I have for you in today's video. Come join us tomorrow. Come join us for our alerts, and as always, guys, I will see you in the next video.